Yeah, I thought I'd be fishing for links, but I had a song entitled Concertinas earlier, and Robin was saying that he struggles to write a song about something that he really wanted to write about. And I've had very much the same experience. And this is a bit of family mythology, really. My granddad was a policeman in Hull in the 1930s and 40s. And in 1942, like a lot of people, he enlisted because the police was kind of a reserved occupation and he didn't have to go to war. But in 1942 he decided it was time to do his bit, and he went and signed up and went through basic training and sort of aptitude testing to find out what he was good at. And perplexingly, they decided that he was pretty good at drawing, and that was something that they had a need for. So they sent him off to art school and trained him up to be even better at drawing. And then he ended up working with a kind of Canadian elite scouting division who just sort of went off and lived rough, and he drew panoramas of things so that some more Canadians a long way behind them could fire massive pieces of artillery at the Germans. But he was on foot patrol in 1944 with these Canadian guys, and they walked around the corner on this road in somewhere in Northern Europe, and coming towards them, not far away, was a Tiger tank, and it was pretty definite that they were all going to be machine gunned and that they would be dead, and in which case I wouldn't have been here singing songs of misery and death. But anyway, I'm pretty grateful about it anyway, because the outcome was that a young Canadian captain decided that something bad was going to happen, and in order to prevent this, walked up to the tank at point blank range with a thing called a PIAT, which is I think it was personal infantry anti-tank. It was basically a bomb on a spring, pretty primitive and not very effective over much range. And he decided that rather than everyone else dying, he could preempt things, and he blew himself up next to this tank by putting it against it. And he blew the tank up, and my granddad lived to see the end of the war, and so my dad was born, and so I'm here. So I've always been pretty grateful to him and thought I owed him a song, and I've failed about 10 times to write him a song. And then just as if by magic, I was kind of looking for more traditional ballads to sing, and it was a song that I'd known for ages, and it's probably at least 800 years old, and the two ideas just kind of bodged themselves together. It was one of those oh yeah kind of moments. So this is a song called False Night. You shall not pass this day, the false night sad. My armour is of steel and my fingertips of lead. And before I leave the road, I would rather see you dead. And we stood, and we stood, and we stood. You will yield the road to us, a young man did declare. For we are bound together, though we come from everywhere. For the long miles we have travelled and the anger that we share. And we stood, and we stood, and we stood. I will strike you but one blow, the false night did say. For many better men than you have likewise swept away. And your comrades standing by, they will also die this day. And we stood, and we stood, and we stood. Then you leave me with no choice, a young man sad, and he struck a blow and took a blow and died in Ola's stead. And he left the night in ruins and the road was scarlet red. And he stood, and he stood, and he stood. Oh, he isn't coming back, came the solemn call. For we laid your young man low many miles from Montreal, on a road as red as maple leaves, so heavy in the fall. But he stood and he stood and he stood. Yes, he stood and he stood and he stood.